get the show started!
Ex-UFC welterweight Mike Perry faces Michael Seals, who is a pro boxer with a record of 25 wins and 3 losses this Saturday on a Triller event. During Wednesday's pre-fight press conference, Perry went after his opponent and claimed he will f*** him up on Saturday. Seals clearly wasn't interested in trash talking with Perry and refused to respond to these comments. Shortly after, Perry took to social media and slammed his rival for refusing to talk trash with him. Here's the video.
You know what's funny about these fighters? They get on this show and they barely say anything. And guys act like they're like, oh, I don't do that talking. You know why they don't do that talking? They don't do that talking because they think if they don't say something mean or something that, you know, like they believe that God's gonna help them win the fight. That is not how it works. So I'm speaking with confidence when I say that I'm gonna f this dude up, because either way, I don't think God's gonna help somebody because I said that I believe in myself. Okay? And that they wouldn't. It doesn't matter what either one of us said tonight. What matters is when we step up in that ring, in that trigon, in that triangle, whatever the f it is. And I hit this motherfucker in his face, dog. That's what matters.
Ciryl Gane and his head coach, Fernand Lopez, were backstage following Nassourdine Imamov's big finish of Edmen Shahbazyan at UFC 268 when Francis Ngannou walked past and completely ignored them. Here's the clip.
No.
Speaking to Daniel Cormier on the DC check-in, Ngannou shared his side of the viral clip and said he feels that the UFC created a backstage scene with Ciryl Gane and his former coach. You can find a link to the full interview in the video description. Here's what Ngannou said about this situation.
I mean, you don't even say hi, Francis. There's not a part of you that wants to just, you know the guys for years.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to say hi. I feel like I didn't want to say hi for my sake. So you want to know the truth? I didn't even, because like when I saw them, I'm like, okay. When I thought that, I moved my eye. So I didn't even see the Mansour
Okay.
who fought that night.
Yeah, the kid that fought. Yeah.
And I don't have any problem with Mansour. I don't have any problem with Ciryl, but you know, and I know the guy next to them, and it's gonna be awkward.
Yeah.
And if I say hi to them without say hi to Fernand and they respond, I think that might cause them a problem.
Yeah.
As well. So, like,
better just to say nothing.
This was a very confusing situation. Like, okay, how do you do here? Can you do here to
You
get
walk
out
past.
of here? Like,
You literally just walk past.
So, yeah. So what happened is like there was this lady taking us to our seat, Michael and I, and she was bringing us to this section, and then they talked to her over the radio. Then I'm like, oh, sorry, I'm wrong. So she turned around and we get back.
Oh, Francis!
That road.
Francis!
Tell me how this
Francis!
During a recent episode of the Chael Sonnen Show, the American gangster gave career advice to Jorge Masvidal and discussed who Gamebred should face next, his ex-friend Colby Covington or Leon Edwards. Here's the clip.
My one reservation with George Masvidal,
He simply doesn't know what a star he is. And make no mistake, in this sport, it is very clear. Biggest draw, Conor McGregor. Second biggest draw, George Masvidal. Third biggest draw, anybody with the last name of Diaz. But when you live on that island by yourself, when the outcome of your last match doesn't matter, when whatever you are going to do next is going to be a marquee main event bout, I think that you should play that card a little bit wiser. I don't know that you have to take on your nemesis. I don't know that you have to take on your old roommate if you have an idea of how stylistically those workouts used to go. I think that there's other big things out there for George. If he wants to go in the direction of Colby, okay, great, we'll go watch it. But I do think that George needs to be a little bit more arrogant. I think he needs to be a little bit more conceited. There's no point in life in having power if you're not going to wield it every now and then, and I never see Masvidal trying to wield it. I'm not sure he knows he's the second biggest draw on earth.
Masvidal responded to these comments from Sonnen with the following tweet. I just like to fight. The opponent hasn't mattered since that one day I was at McDonald's drive-thru ordering and got the call to fight in a backyard against a guy 40 pounds heavier than me. Pay me and King Kong can get it. Hashtag super necessary. Gamebred also took a shot at Covington when asked by a fan about a male version of Karen. Masvidal wrote, I believe we call him Colby or Kobe. What do you guys think? Who should Jorge Masvidal fight next? Leon Edwards or Colby Covington? Let us know in the comments section. After his second loss to Kamaru Usman at UFC 268, Colby Covington had no doubts that he had won the fight against the champ. In a recent interview with Submission Radio, Covington reaffirmed his belief that he should have won the decision in the rematch with Usman and is now calling for the two to fight in a trilogy. I clearly won that fight 3-2. The third, fourth, and fifth round were my rounds. And even if you were looking on a different side of the scope, I think you could see me winning the first round too. It was very close and competitive. After 10 rounds, the people see what happened. We fought 2 times. At the 10 rounds, at the worst, I'm winning 6 rounds to 4. So, I think there needs to be another fight. There needs to be a trilogy if he stays around, if he wants to stick around. After fighting me 2 times, I think he realizes how serious I am and how bad I want that belt. So, I don't know if he's willing in the octagon like I am, and I'm gonna get my shot back at him if he doesn't retire first. He might retire and just go right off into the sunset, but if not, I'm looking for that Marty trilogy. Do you guys think Colby Covington beat Kamaru Usman at UFC 268? And do you want to see a trilogy fight between them? Let us know in the comments section. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel to keep up with the latest MMA news.